here's gold. That is the weekly scale of gold. And look carefully, we have a bottom right towards the end of 2015 and the big surge. And the big surge that at this point in time here it's taken as an A, but you're going to see that I have an alternative wave count in silver where this could be taken as 1. And then we have this big drop down, and as 2017 started, it ran up again. Okay, so that already should put you on the same, if you like, you can see the same structure operating here and in the Australian dollar, US dollar I just covered. And the issue here, what I'm showing you here, this is an alternative that is yet to be confirmed. It's yet to be confirmed, and it is going to be thrown into major doubt if it manages to run above this level. So it's not going to be very complicated. Yes, on the weekly, if we run above 1254, so 1255, we settle above the 50 moving average. Do you see the 50? We settle above the 50 moving average. It'll become a pretty interesting situation. It'll basically project that this is feasible, okay, that it could actually head there, and then we are going to have to reassess the labelings here with potentially taking this as 1, that's 2, that's potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and up we go, and gold is going to absolutely run. Okay, so this is hinging on gold managing to hold the base above 1255 and beginning to break outside the descending channel. Okay, do you see this line? Breaking outside the descending channel, then the potential could be there for it to run towards the previous high that we have seen here in July, and potentially a lot higher. So that's the big picture. It fails to run above the 50 moving average. It sinks back, it goes down for weeks. I mean, it just goes down sideways here. Then it's not that for the bulls. It's just going down this road of that being an A, that's a B, that's a C, D, E, and then it will nevertheless project, I think, further run. We'll have to take it step by step, but it's important to see the overall structure and the alternatives. Okay, so we started 2017. Even before that, it started running up, and I have used this subdivision for quite some time, sticking to the idea that that's a B, C. However, if it manages to climb above this level, 1263, okay, it manages to run above this, especially if it gives me development of an impulse wave, as it appears to be doing, as I'm talking to you. It appears to be showing us a pretty impulsive run from this level. All it needs to do is just continue in the same manner, and it pops its head above 1263, 1264, and I'm going to be on a call here, because I'm going to have to reconsider my ABC here, because a run above this level would call into doubt the ABC structure, and would call into consideration the possibility that this should be taken as one wave. Okay, is one wave. And there is also an alternative here. I don't want to confuse it too much. That is apparent in platinum, that in fact I may be right taking this as one wave, but I'm not right once it runs above this level. Yeah, I may not be right in sticking to the idea that that's an ABC, but in fact what I have to do is take this as 1, that's an A, ABC, that's an A, that will be subdivided differently, that will be UB, and that will be UC. Okay, so you'll have an ABC, and that's 1, that's 2, it's going up in a third wave. Do you see? I think that's the wave count that we have. Very similar. We have something like that operating most certainly in platinum. So I want you to walk away from this video with one target in mind, that is critical short term, and that is the level right here, struck on the 27th of February, and it is at 1263, 1263.74 is this showing me here. Okay, it could be a few cents different, but that's the idea. And now we are going up, and let's now see the 60 minutes. That should give us a good perspective of what's happening. Right from the bottom here, we take this as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and what we want basically is a continuation. I'm not terribly certain that it's going to give us all that and it's going to end up here, which normally you would expect. You would expect normally the first thrust to go back to the first level of resistance, I mean major resistance. It could be that it's actually slightly different than I'm showing you here, meaning that the third wave, I mean this third, has not ended. If you want to see what I mean, that's what I have in mind. But that's going to come out in the price action soon. We will see. Do you see? 1, 2, 1, 2, and the stretch third. I mean that's going to continue, and the third will end somewhere around here, and then the fourth, and then the fifth. So that basically gives it more room to run on the upside in order to complete the various legs necessary to give us for that first thrust up. Okay, if that happens and we run up and we can show 5 legs, nice structure, 5 legs up, then you can take it that it's extremely likely after backing and filling that will probably find support at 1235, 1240. You can take it that it's very likely to come back. Now, if you see this structure over the next 10 trading days, it's going up, giving you 5 legs, it's coming down, it's going to do an ABC like that, it's coming back, it's blasting about 1264, you should have no doubt, gold is going to soar. Okay, this is silver, that's the weekly scale of silver, and I'm showing you here the AO1, and you can see that the MACD, despite the fact that it's not giving us some brilliant divergence here, it is still keeping distance from having a cross, and overall I can't say that it's negative. It's not extremely supportive of a major breakout, but it's right there, you can see it's still holding. So the case for the bulls is not dead, and I'm going now to go through the details here. So that is the possibility that that's 1, that's 2, and perhaps that's another 1 too. Now that is very optimistic scenario. I've shown you this during the week when I covered the GDX. You remember I showed you that, and I said to you that this is very simplified structure that is also incredibly bullish, and it's going to spring to life in the case of silver if silver is managing to climb above this resistance. Okay, especially if he does it, let's say, in the next 10 trading days. He doesn't spend too much time around here, as I'm showing you. That would call for the alternative wave count, meaning that you don't have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 giving you 1, 2, but you rather deal here with an A, B, C. Okay, I repeat, A, B, C, and that's an ABC. That will be an ABC, basically going down the road of that triangle. We had the same thing in gold. Okay, that alternative was also present there. So very quickly you see that this level is absolutely critical. Okay, short term for the interpretation, and silver flying through this level should leave no doubt in your mind where it wants to go. Silver running up like that, building a tiny base here for a few days and continuing high, you know where it's going. It's going there, but it's almost certainly not going to stop there. Yes, it's not going to stop there. It's going to continue even higher. Okay, so let's have a look now at 2 hours chart. Yeah, that should give us good perspective of what's happening. Coming right from the bottom here, you can see the idea of the A, B, and then the subdivision is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves you with a clear ABC. However, as I just explained, if it continues to run up and it climbs above this level, it will become more appropriate to relabel that, yes, to use a different subdivision where I'm going to use this as 1 to unchanged, but that will turn into a fourth wave yielding a tiny fifth, and that will be your ABC. ABC, that's a 1, 2. Okay, so that is the issue right now to watch carefully to see if silver is up to the task of climbing straight up in the next several trading days and heading towards 18.4 and going potentially a lot higher than that. I'm going to show you the 30 minutes, and that is the bottom that it struck here. That is one interpretation. Could be that there is something else going on. Of course, if that's an ABC, it's not going to make it above 18.4, 18.5. But if it does, then that is almost certainly the first surge. It should be taken as a 1, 2, and up we go in the third wave.